Hi. Did I just put my phone inside the freezer for an intro to a video? You betcha. I'm just here for the shrimp, okay? We're gonna make the greatest pasta in the world. I'm gonna show you how. I just need this, okay? What I'm excited to show y'all today is one, my little hipster ghost just hanging from my ceiling right there. Also, I'm gonna teach you how to make the best pasta in the entire world, okay? It's the only pasta I know how to make. So, today, we're gonna make a penne pasta with shrimp, okay? That's why I was in the freezer, silly goose. I had to get the shrimp out. And as you can tell, hard as a rock. So what we're gonna do first, before we start anything else, we're gonna do something called a bad decision. And we're just gonna run boiling hot water on top of this frozen shrimp. It won't change the taste one bit. Now, while that shrimp is defrosting at a very unsafe rate, we're just gonna go ahead and get started with the pasta and all the other things we're gonna need for this pasta dish, okay? So we need a pot, okay? And this one will do just fine. The one that I had my hand on the whole time while filming. And then, before you start making the pasta, what you wanna do is make sure you clean your dishes, okay? So, you're just gonna pour that water out because that's been sitting in there for a while. You don't know what's in there. You have no idea what's in your cabinets. Tiny little rats could be running around pooping all up in your pots and pans. No way, not in my house. Probably, I don't know. But you're just gonna put a little bit of that boiling hot water that you're putting on the shrimp, and you're just gonna put that in the pot, okay? There we go, okay? And then just continue to let that shrimp rapidly defrost, okay? We're gonna just put this on the back burner back here. So we're gonna take this here boiling hot water and we're just gonna turn it on high. So you're gonna turn that one off and you're gonna turn the right one on, okay? So that the water actually does boil. Then a little trick I learned in cooking school, I'll teach it to you right now. You wanna put a little bit of salt, okay? A little bit of salt inside your pot. Just a little bit of salt, okay? And the reason you're putting salt inside your water while it's boiling is because, and first off, your pot should never be smoking, okay? If your pot's smoking, then you're probably having a good time. You know what I mean? Okay. But seriously, the reason you put salt inside the water is because you heard it was a good idea from someone that was better cooking than you. So now we're gonna check up on the shrimp. Okay, frozen like a solid object. Perfect. Dear me, I haven't been wearing my apron this entire time. Hold on, we will change that. Hey, come back here. 2 times? Really? And this meal is perfect, okay? If you are hungry and you want to eat something quick, okay, fast food, because this is going to take a while. Tiny little pot, could you please inform me why you are indeed smoking? So while our shrimp is currently in the temperature danger zone and our pot is for some reason boiling on the outside, we're gonna prep our veggies, okay? For that, we're gonna need a cutting board. So now you're just gonna grab a knife by the handle, please. So now you have the 2 tips, okay? But you're too bougie to keep them and put them in your pasta. Yeah, so you're gonna tip the trash can, okay? Make sure you tip your trash can. And we're just gonna use this part right here, okay? We're gonna flatten it out as much as possible. We're gonna do about 1/8 of an inch, okay? Probably just a little bit like that. Cut the tip, cut in half, and then remember to tip your trash can, okay? It looks as though our pasta water's ready to receive guests, okay? I'm using penne pasta, okay? That's just a fancy way to say pennies, okay? Quartars, Nicoles, and Dimes. Just say penny. But remember, you're all alone on a Sunday night, so you just want to make sure you pour enough for 1 serving, okay? That should fill you up. Always remember to tip your trash can. Also, whenever you're cooking pasta, you want to make sure you put a little bit of oil inside that water, okay? Because you also heard that was a good idea from someone. Now I'm gonna pull my shrimp out of the sink, okay? The best way to know when your shrimp is ready is if it feels like a rubber consistency, okay? And it does, it also smells. So, we're just gonna put that over here. Oh, you scared me. Cheer, Jesus. So now we're gonna need some seasonings. I'm using just salt and a little bit of crushed red peppers and a little bit of pepper, okay? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And now, what we're gonna do... And for our sauce, we couldn't be bothered to make our own because we're super hungry. So we just bought this ragu, roasted garlic, okay, Parmesan. Our pasta is currently al dente, okay? We want it to get to Allegro, and then eventually it'll hit post-Viagra. And that's where we want it to be, so our pasta's nice and noodly. Brandon, how will I know when my pasta's done? Just ask it, it'll tell you. Nope. We're gonna take a little bit of olive oil because that's all we have currently in the house. Pour a little bit in there, okay, just like that. Maybe just 1 ounce, okay? okay? Just 1 ounce. You want your pan to be piping hot, okay? And one way to figure out is if you keep your face super close to it, it'll let you know. So what we're gonna do first is pray that our rubber shrimp doesn't kill us or give us any type of poison. The shrimp has currently been sitting out at room temperature after being severely defrosted super fast inside of boiling hot water, so it's been to the danger zone and back, okay? Highway to the danger zone, am I right? And then whenever you use the amount of shrimp that you want, make sure you tightly fold all the shrimp like this and then tip your trash can. You want to cook your shrimp about halfway, okay? And you want to salt and pepper your shrimp as well. No one likes an unflavored rubber band. Once your shrimp doesn't smell like rubber anymore, you can turn them over 1 by 1, okay? Or 2 by 2, depending on your skill level. I'm gonna go 1 by 1, missing them every once in a while. You wanna make sure every single time you touch the pan, you wanna hit it with the tongs, okay? It's some kind of magical something. Grab the pan, hit it with the tongs, okay? If you're feeling flamboyant, sure, go ahead, toss around your shrimp. That's no problem. You just wanna make sure all that hot oil splashes on you. Now that those are cooked about 50%, we're gonna add the veggies, okay? Now what you don't want is someone to keep calling you on your phone so you can't record. You don't want that. You also don't want your noodles to look like they've been taking a bath for the last 10 years. So after your shrimp is cooked about 75%, which I still have no idea if that's right, put your pasta in there. And all the pieces you fling off, just pick them up, put them back on. Once you have your bowl, just pour it in there just like this, real nice and fancy, okay? And bon appetite. Thank you. That's salty.